Richa's a firecracker.
Amazing.
She's a fierce lioness who has protected this film, and I felt like I was made to feel like ashamed of my any sexuality.
Yes.
So, and I wanted to write a film that is like away from this legacy of shame. Actually, they said we were one of the first films that they told. I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but they told us in June.
I'm at Sundance 2024 and I've got hold of Shuchi Talati. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Pretty good.
So Shuchi is here in competition with Girls Will Be Girls. Congratulations. How have the screenings been so far?
Better than I could have hoped for. I
Really?
mean, they've been packed houses. The audience have like, I mean, just you hear all the laughter and all the gasps and all the crying. And I mean, as a filmmaker, like there's nothing else that you want for an audience to really be so on the journey, you know, with your main character.
I first heard about Girls Will Be Girls at Cannes actually when I met Richa and Ali there, and they were there as producers and they were talking about the film with people, and Richa said that you all almost made it to Cannes but not quite. How did your journey with the film begin? When did the film first start? And then we'll come to reaching Sundance.
Okay, so journey of the film. So I had the first draft actually in 2018, and I had applied to Film Bazaar. And I asked Richa, I was like, Richa, I have to do an application with the producer. Can I put your name? She said, हाँ डाल दो, you know. Then I said, hey Richa, I got accepted. You don't have to come. I can go. I can say our producer couldn't make it. She said, no, let me read the script. Because Richa and I are old college friends.
Yeah.
And she read it and she said, Shuchi, I love it. Like, I actually want to produce it, not like fake, put my name on the application. So Richa came on board then. And then we met our French producer, Claire Chassagne, at Film Bazaar, and she joined the team. And then since then, it's been like, it was like a couple years of writing, a couple years of fundraising, and then we shot end of 2022.
Yeah.
Finished post-production last year, and a very good start to 2024.
So when did you first find out that you're in Sundance in competition, which is insane?
Actually, they said we were one of the first films that they told.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but they told us in June.
Oh, wowzers. Really? So
Yeah.
right after Cannes, you all knew that you made it to Sundance.
Yeah, so it has been like a long wait of, you know,
Yeah.
before we were allowed to say it. So, but also a relief, you know, to know that the film was going to have a good home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about Girls Will Be Girls? अभी तो मतलब release में India में बहुत time है when people will get
हाँ.
to see it. You're still doing your festival runs and you're
Yeah.
going to be traveling the world with it. Hopefully,
Yeah.
take it to other countries as well. But क्या बता सकते हो film के बारे में? थोड़ा बहुत.
Thoda baat. Okay, so Girls Will Be Girls is a story about a 16-year-old girl, Meera, who's like head prefect type at a boarding school in Mussoorie. And at the same time, she's a young woman who's coming into her own and is discovering her sexuality and her body. And she falls in love with this kind of foreign returned diplomat son who's like all worldly and cool, and opens up this new world to her. And then her mom finds out about the relationship, and her mom is more cool, you know. She's like, kind of like, let me meet this boy, don't hide things from me. And then mom becomes friendly with the guy, and things get complicated. That's all I can say.
I watched the film. I really love it. I love your
Aw,
actor
thank you.
so much. Kani Kusruti, we've seen her before. She's fantastic in everything.
Magic. Yeah.
But talk to me about finding Preeti Panigrahi, your lead actor. She
Yeah.
plays the titular girl who's going to be a girl. But
Yeah.
where did you find her?
Where did we find her? So I worked with Dilip Shankar for casting.
Yeah.
He is awesome. He cast Monsoon Wedding, Life of Pi, Angry Indian Goddesses. So like kind of a legend. So when we knew that we had to do a wide search, you know. So not just like actors who have credits, because we did audition a lot of that, but also just open call in colleges, you know. And I think Preeti came through an open call, and both of us, when we saw her audition, the thing that struck us was, you know, the audition scene was like the first time she talks to her love interest, really.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of the girls played it, how should I say, like really coy, you know, like batting their eyelids and like being a little shy. But Preeti had a real strength to her, you know. She was like, I had a lot of dignity. She's like, I like this boy, but I'm not going to like bat my eyelids and debase myself. And for me, immediately it was like, this is Meera.
Yeah.
You know? She's a head prefect. And she just is so unself-conscious.
Yeah.
Like a true, like, I can't even tell you how I feel, how we felt when we found her.
You know, one thing I say over and over again, that the YA genre, the young adult genre in fiction, is the most important genre in my opinion, because it's the only way we can hope to see a future with through the eyes of a a younger protagonist that sees a more inclusive, diverse,
Yeah.
and a better future. Would you agree that YA, which is your film is definitely in that genre, is
Yeah.
important?
I think so. I think it's like, for me, it was really important. I can say that to show, when I grew up, like I went to a school which was like so strict, like don't talk to boys, don't wear like short skirts and all of that. And I felt like I was made to feel like ashamed of my any sexuality.
Yes.
So, and I wanted to write a film that is like away from this legacy of shame, where like a young character has like agency, can explore their sexuality, is not punished by the story. And I think it's really important to tell a story like that, and hopefully for young people to see it and like you're saying, like imagine a different way.
What has it been like having Richa Chadda on board as a producing partner? This is the first time she's producing. I know she's been your old friend and everything, but
Yeah.
they give you warnings against working with your friends because shit can go down really rapidly.
Yeah, shit can go down or up, it's been up in this case.
Yeah.
Richa is a firecracker.
Amazing.
She's a fierce lioness who has protected this film, and whenever people wanted to like cast other name actors, and I was really committed to like the actors who were really right for the part and do like a wide search, Richa fought for me. So she has been amazing. I remember in college she used to wear a t-shirt that said Phuljadi, and I still think of Richa. That is Richa. She's a firecracker.
She really is, and like she can be a bomb if she wants to as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
What has Sundance been like for you? I know the year has started off amazing. It couldn't have gotten better than this. And I was just speaking with Shaunak Sen as well, and he's like, coming back to Sundance feels like, you feel like an alum when you
Yeah.
come back here. And you've been to other festivals, and you were just telling me you've been a Berlinale alum as well.
Yeah.
What has Sundance been like for you with your film as a director?
It's been so much love. It's so focused on directors. Like you can just see the programming team adores the film. We were lucky to have a really nice premiere spot. And it's very small.
Yeah.
And you take a shuttle, there's a bus that you can take to go from one venue to the other. And on the bus, like each time, like somebody's like, "Are you the director of Girls Will Be Girls?" Or they recognize the actors, Preeti and Keshav. "I saw you guys, you are so great." And so because it's like so little, it feels like we're constantly having conversations about the film or like running into people. And that feels so like, even though it's so cold, it feels kind of cozy and small. And that's been awesome.
Lastly, Shruti, talk to me about the importance of film festivals in general for first-time filmmakers and also even veterans to come back here to have this community of people, regardless of whether it is snowing or raining.
Yeah.
Which it currently is right now. The
Yeah.
importance of film festivals in the world as we see it today.
I feel like the importance of film festival, especially for independent film, it's like, this is like the first place your film comes to an audience, and it's a little stamp of approval,
Yeah.
Which your film gets. It's now a Sundance film. And there's so many films out there that this is like a thing that helps you break through the noise and be like, here's a film to watch for. And then just like as a filmmaker, it's like so revitalizing. I went to see another film this morning.
Which one?
Ama Gloria,
Yeah.
which was at Cannes this year, and I couldn't see it there. And I just like loved it. Like I wept. And it's just also to get in touch with like, our love of cinema. Everyone's talking about films. And so I feel like really energized also to like dive into a next project, having been here, inspired.
Yeah, it makes you want to do more stuff.
Yeah, totally.
But congratulations on this fabulous start to Girls Will Be Girls, and I can't wait for an Indian audience to also watch it soon enough, hopefully.
Yeah, thank you, Sucharita.
We're wearing matching color jackets, by the way.
That's true. Look at this.
Bye.